So just for a quick few, it's still March 28th, 2023. I just came outside. It's raining a little bit, but when I be feeling like amped up or like something trying to disturb me to the point where it's trying to get me riled up and give a response, I just want to come out here to a peaceful place. It's nighttime, it's dark, so nobody's outside, but they still close proximity, and I'm still asking God, please get them out of my proximity, out of my vicinity. Just, I want them away from me fully. Like, I want no dealings with these people. Because in the words of my now deceased, you know, my previously known but now deceased grandma, she would say, I'm gonna knock the hell out of them. And maybe it meant literally knock the hell out of them. Of course, it just sounded to me like vulgar and profane, like I'm just gonna knock somebody out, not hit somebody so hard to the point where I'm gonna knock them out. But they literally mean knock the hell out of them. And this is my thing. I just feel like they really trying to get me a reason to. I don't know if I'm gonna knock the hell out of you, but I'm knock the life out of you, because basically you trying to give me a reason to want to kill you. And I'm just keeping it real with myself, and because I don't like that stuff to stay hidden and me to hold that in and harbor that, like me sitting there just still feeling like, like having, you know how somebody might have them secret motives or them secret thoughts. I really want to kill this person or whatever. They have some type of intentions. Me, I don't have the intentions, but I do have the feeling of like, I don't want you here anymore. I don't want you to be able to speak anymore. I don't want you to be able to say anything. Like literally, that's what I want in this moment. Been feeling like that, definitely. But in this moment, I feel like, God, this is it. It should be nothing else. It should be no more. But because just mentioning anything about me, oh, she ain't got nobody. From one, who am I supposed to be having? And if that's the case, let me be concerned about that. Well, who am I supposed to be having? I got God on my side, and if whoever's not around, they're not around because I either distance myself, because I'm not going to just let them do whatever to me, just like I'm not about to let y'all just do whatever. That's on y'all that y'all want to keep people around, even just to say you got somebody around. I guess that's like when a woman, oh, you just want to have a man just to say you got one. I don't want to have a so-called friend or best friend just to say or make it. I'm gonna turn this light off now, but y'all can hear me talking. But just to say, ooh, that medication on my leg is just, it's so strong. I don't even know what time I put this on. Maybe around, is it 4 or 5 o'clock? So that means 5 in the morning. It'll take me to all night. But I actually don't even have the brace on my knee. The brace does help keep my knee sturdier. So I definitely need to. If I don't do nothing else, I bought that brace for a reason, but it starts getting annoying because it tries to start digging in your skin because you want to put it as tight as you can and make sure your you know, knee is lined up, your patella and all that. So that's what's going on with it. I'm gonna put it back on when I go in the house because it gets uncomfortable, but I can feel the difference, and when I don't have it on, it feels totally different. It felt so amazing to even put it on. So right now, that's the other thing. I'm wanting to knock the hell out of. I'm wanting to do more than knock the hell out. I'm literally wanting to knock the life out of you, and I already know what that means. That means I want you dead. Right? And I'm not no killer. I'm not no murderer. I know the song be saying I ain't no killer, so don't push me. But I'm just not trying to do that. Don't try to turn me into y'all got a murderous type of spirit. That's on you. And I feel like at this point, if I was to hurt somebody in that fatal type of way, I'm still not a killer. The Bible even speaks about without cause, baby. I don't rush to try to hurt nobody, or shed blood especially without a cause, but at all. Like even when it be a cause, if you ask me. But at this point, the main thing again, it's kind of got me thinking a little twice about it, and having me a little motionless, a little less motion, is the fact that only one of my legs is working properly, and I'll be like, I'm not I'm not a fool and I'm not stupid. I'm not finna run up on no. Well, I can't run up on nobody, but I'm not about to walk up on nobody either. Knowing that, well, unless I'm walking up on you to just basically dead it and do you in, then I'm not finna do it. But I almost feel like if my other leg was working, baby, I would have went right there. I'm not doing no talking and going back and forth. I'm not gonna do that because we've passed the parts where we said we was gonna have. I mean, we didn't never say we was gonna have, but we passed the times where it could be peaceful conversations had and stuff like this. So that's that on that. So now it's nothing but action, action. How they say street justice. Anyway, the rain's starting to come down. I meant to bring my umbrella. I'm going to either have to get my son to do it or I'm just going to have to risk going in the house and getting wet. But of course, I'm under the gazebo, so I'm not getting, like, you know, soaking wet or anything. But I just thank God that I've had moments of time to think about it. You know, the stuff, I didn't even hear the whole thing, but what I did hear, barely, it just pissed me off. It like tried to disturb me. And don't try to disturb my peace because you got something going on. And that's why I say when something goes in my favor, next thing I know, where's the trouble gonna try to arise? Because, you know, because other people can't get you gotta seek God for his Holy Spirit for peace. It's fruit and gift, it's fruit of the spirit. So, you know, and if you're not doing that, then you probably are gonna live like that. I have anxiety as well, but I don't try to let anxiety have me. I have to submit that to God. You know, fear and that uncertainty of what's going to happen, what's coming next. You know, you got this school shooting that just occurred. That was crazy. Something that they mentioned something about the head of the school who got killed. She was transgender, and then the person who did the shooting was transgender or whatever, trans woman. I don't know. I don't get into all that, ooh, but yeah, got a whole lot of going on. Don't try to involve me. I ain't gonna sit here in front like I don't be an onlooker of some drama sometime, but I am learning, whether it's slowly and surely or at my pace, at the pace I'm supposed to learn it. Mind your business. Somebody quoted DMX when he said in that song. Nosy people get it too. When you see me get at you, and he said, "Mind your business, lady." But yeah, that's why I'm like, why are you so damn obsessed? So goddamn obsessed with. Because that's what it is. I'm asking God to damn that obsession that you have regarding me. This is my thing. I don't know if it's similar to like how my daughter's so-called dad's mom. Oh, I thought she was trying to. Times I felt like she was being genuine, and other times, I'm put it like this. At times you can catch her being genuine and really truly feeling like whatever was coming out her mouth. Then other times she just was trying to be cordial. Do that cordial thing. And it's like, oh, I thought we was friends. I'm just trying to work on my relationship with you. Girl, I don't want no relationship with you. I'm good. I'm good. And I'm praying for the day that my daughter decides that she doesn't want a relationship with her not because of me, but because I now know and feel like if they don't like your mom or they don't like something about, with a passion, they're not going to like you either. Because you're my child. You're not, you know what I'm saying? My children are not too far or too much different than me. Like they say, the apple don't fall far from the tree. So, I pray that my daughter get it quicker than I do and apply it. Like, I don't mess with her. I can love people from a distance, but I don't mess with her even as. That's why I was trying to tell my daughter, you got to be careful with even giving people those labels. My grandma was my grandma the whole time she was alive. She lived until I was, 33. She was my grandma the whole time. But even now I'm saying, previously known, now deceased grandma or whatever, God removed her from my, you know what I'm saying? He separated us first, and then she's dead now. So sometimes while people still alive or walking around breathing, because they might not even necessarily be alive, you got to distance and remove yourself. Sometimes it's just like that. So that's what I do, and that's what I have done regarding these people. Like, I don't got to deal with y'all at all. And then it's just the stuff that they say. they act like I was all up in they stuff and in their business ever. I never was, honey. I could be at their house inside their stuff, and I still wasn't really. I look around, I'm observing, of course, but I'm not here trying to be all in y'all business. You know what I'm saying? So that was that. Um, I was there with the right, meaning I was there with for the right reasons, with the right intentions. If you ask me to come over to do something, that's what I'm doing. I don't know other stuff. So I don't know if they thought they was, we gonna bring her over here so it'll appear that she's with us and against the other people that we don't like. Meanwhile, we still communicating with the people that don't like her and that we don't like. That's a whole mess, and that's the thing. They don't like you because, you know, what they don't like each other, but what they have in common is that they don't like you. I didn't know it was finna rain like that. God literally allowed me to not get stuck in that rain, which is cool. I mean, I wouldn't have minded, but yeah, I just came out here to kind of just still process, sort out my feelings and stuff, because I felt like this before. I felt like I wanted people dead. I felt like I wanted, back in 2019, I told somebody, I was like, oh, I woke up feeling like I want this person dead. Now, granted, when I was asleep, I felt this type of spirit try to come over me and come into me and stuff like that during my dream life. And then I woke up feeling like that. So I can acknowledge that it wasn't necessarily me. It might have, I had feelings about the person, but it wasn't me who necessarily wanted the person dead. That's why I know that these evil demonic spirits, they can't, if they can't get to you the way that they want to, they can really try to do some stuff in the spirit. So that's why I pray and cover my life, my kids' lives. Even now, I'm still covering my daughter, even after, seeing her today in my dreams. I don't know what all that indicates, but the blood applied. Because her hair in the dream was similar to how the female Pat Heads was in real life today. And so, boy, we had some Taco Bell. It was so nasty. Only thing good, and I'm drinking the Baja Mountain Dew Blast right now. And the shell of the Doritos Locos Taco. Everything else was just ugh. But yeah, I just don't like when stuff try to disturb me. I think my younger son the other day mentioned that something tried to disturb him or disturbed him. And I'm like, I'm glad he's mature enough to know that that's what happened, that was going on. So when you can acknowledge that, then next thing you learn how to know what to do with that. Give it to God. He said, even on their video game, people be targeting my older son, trying to basically like jump on him because they see something strong about him. He's a skilled player. And my younger son, they try to bully him and things like that. And today he just bragged to me. He's like, Mom, I made a bully rage quit. And I was like, that's so good, son. That's awesome. That's what you want them to do. They want to rage quit. That means they quit. They can have that rage and they taking it elsewhere. They taking it with them or whatever other, direction they going into. But yeah, so just wanted to, like I said, speak on how I'm feeling. Like, girl, I want you to, like, I wanted you done for, you know what I'm saying, 2 years ago, a year ago, especially it was that dream that I had that showed that your ass was, that's what was going on with you. That's what was eventually going to happen. And it had something to do with those grandkids and stuff. That's not my problem. Don't cry out to me. Don't cry. If that was the thing, if that was a cry out for help, girl, all I could say, you better learn how to cry out to God. But when your mouth is foul and you speaking you condemning somebody else, then what do you think you gonna have happen in your life? You try to condemn me to hell with your mouth. Like you don't have a heaven or a hell to put me in. So be careful. But to me, I feel like it's too late to tell her to be careful because she either going off the deep end or whatever. She just don't give a damn. She just say whatever. Still, just in front of my camera. I mean, I don't got to be out there. It was one time I wasn't even at home when my camera was picking up, and I didn't see it until later. And you know, the so-called grandkids sticking up the middle finger and stuff like that, which I got the video on here, but sticking up middle fingers. I'm not even at home. Y'all literally see me get in the car and leave. But you still, and they thought that I was sitting back looking at. I wasn't sitting back looking at them, but I can watch my house if I'm not home for my purposes or whatever. And just that's what you do. And again, I don't know why God have allowed me to deal with this. I dealt with this in my childhood. People picked on, bothered, and I thank God that mine wasn't as bad as I guess some other people got. But I still don't like it at all. Like I don't like that. I don't welcome that, and I definitely don't take it lightly. Um, but picked on, and you know, somebody put their hands on me when I was younger. Um, but I just feel like don't even put your mouth on me. And then of course I mentioned before that it was the adult across the street. But every time we would come or pull up and come home, um, they was always saying stuff. They would even say stuff to people who would just come visit the house. And I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why God allowed that for me. I experienced it then. I had to grow up, and I'm still experiencing it. And I think it's good that I had some experience. I guess some experience with it, so I can know. That's just how people do. But I want to stop put to that because I don't want my sons to grow up and have to feel like they got to go through that. I don't want my daughter to grow up and feel like she got to go through that. I don't want her to go, whatever she may be having to deal with or feel like she has to deal with now. Because the truth be told, I don't feel like she has to deal with that. She just, for whatever reason, have chosen or whatever. But, yeah, I don't want them. At this point, I be feeling like, Lord, I know the word saying all you get understanding, but at this point, let the understanding go out the window. Let me just get real retarded and real stupid like they do. Let me give me a few seconds. But God, with this even happening to my leg, and it was a week ago now, almost. That might be something that protected me from being able to use my two legs to walk fast right over there and bust her right in her face. And I wasn't going. I promise I'm not gonna give a damn, honey. Bust you in your face. Then you think you gonna try to swing back or whatever? No, baby, your mouth is what got you in trouble. Your mouth. And I'm saying, baby, like I'm. Some people take that offense to that because I'm 36 years old, and some people, and the person I'm speaking about is older. Is about 30 something. I don't care. That's keeping it polite. Respectfully, like they say. That's keeping it polite because your mouth is real foul. I don't like foul mouths. I don't like foul mouth heathens. I don't like foul mouths. I just do not. Even when my grandma was living, I didn't like when she was use the MF word and stuff like that and talk about people. I didn't realize that, she had some of this anger on the inside of her for whatever reason. Part of it, I feel like it was because me and my previously known granddad, who he knocked her up and went on and married somebody else. I feel like that's part of it. And then she got beat on by the younger husband that she got with. Because he did drugs, she got beat on. So, it was a lot of different factors or whatever. And then it could be some things that I just didn't know about. There was people that was bothering her, talking about her at her job at one point in time too, and stuff like that. And I was just like, Lord. And that's why I'm like, there was a lady who encouraged me. She was like, protect your peace. And that's what I've been doing. But at this point, I'm ready to speak my peace, and I'm ready to not hold my peace. I'm ready to, like Medea say, get a piece of steel so we can cause the peace to be still, and we can cause whatever is causing the chaos to be still. I know, I partially feel like I know that's what the enemy be wanting to happen, for people to get into it and all that. But it's like, Lord, how much longer do I gotta feel like a hermit? I try not to live like one, but feel like a hermit. Like I gotta go again on another thing. I need to just be thanking God. I'm outside right now. Might not be ideal the time that I wanted to come out or anything like that. It might feel like I can't freely go out because I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna have to cut somebody out, and I don't want them laying eyes on me. They probably ain't even laid eyes on me. I don't know in how long. They got cameras up and everything, but But, literally saying anything to them was definitely last summer. So, besides the phone call I recently made, because I don't want a bus pulling up in front of my yard, because I don't want y'all kids and stuff walking in my yard, you know. That's that. I don't know if it's that. I don't know what it is, but I don't really care. My thing is, even if I did, why would you not want your own kids or grandkids getting off right in front of your house? That's the house they come into. I'm just saying if that's the issue or the concern. But it could be anything. Because like I said, these are the type of people, she's definitely specifically the type of person that can try to make something out of nothing. But it really speaks about the male that she is married to. And these are people that have been married for years now. And I never know what's going on within their marriage, their personal stuff, and stuff like that. And I don't want to know. That's why I stay away from it. I never tried to get into their stuff like that or anything like that. I did when I was first moved over here and didn't think nothing of it. Just tried to be a nice neighbor as much as I could. But then if I had issues or something going on at my house, I ain't gonna sit down and talk to them about it. They tried to pry and want to know. But I didn't go sit down and go complain to them about nothing. Or nothing about nothing, honey. But yeah, y'all ain't good. It's a bunch of life trying to steal your life. Like, y'all getting old. Just face it. Be thankful that you done lived the years that you live. Shoot. You getting old. I'm getting older. Shoot. I don't like the way my body is treating me. My leg, specifically. My body is alright, but my leg treat me right now. I don't think y'all can see. Oh, I don't even got it turned that way, so you wouldn't be able to see that. I was trying to let y'all see the nighttime. But yeah, I just had to come out here. I guess, take a cool down, take a breather. But it's like, to me, it seems like it takes nothing to strike it back up. All you gotta do is light them. It's like lighting a match, and it ignites it back up. Because I wasn't bothered by them, thinking about them. But like I said, I woke up from the dream, and the next thing I know, basically the stuff that I was shown in my dream was manifested, with the exception of, look around, where's my daughter at? Because I seen my daughter in the dream, but it was almost like she wasn't there. I don't know. I was talking about her as if she wasn't there. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna keep it on what it is. But she was there, but I was speaking about her like she wasn't there. And like, I don't do that. I honestly speak about my daughter like as if she's here, not physically present, but of course still walking around, breathing, and all of that. So that's why my hope is, I'm hoping that she still is. I haven't heard nothing. Keep hearing news every day and be hoping that, it has nothing to do with tragedy striking near her. Something, apartment complex caught on fire before. And I was kind of feeling a type of way because I told her so-called dad, I was like, baby, your whole shit can burn down. This was before my daughter was even over around him. And he was like, don't say that. Nah, baby, your whole shit can burn down. That's how I felt. So when a fire broke out earlier this week, I was like, Lord, I hope it ain't nowhere over there. But they didn't say anybody died. They just said people got misplaced as far as, the wind just started winning. But yeah, people got misplaced as far as not having anywhere to stay. Then they mentioned the Red Cross only gave somebody like $640. I mean, a whole apartment complex burned down. You think that's going that's helpful in a sense, but that's not gonna do anything. If y'all done made millions and y'all can't give people, families of a whole apartment complex, 1,000 per person, y'all don't. I mean, what are y'all doing? Even with that being said, I just pray that God expose that. What are y'all doing with the money? Because guaranteed they probably rich as I don't know what. Probably living large, honey, but that's what it is. It's a money thing. The love of money is the root of all evil. This society operates on money. I just was learning how they said Thomas Sowell was saying, you know, it wasn't really a factor of your skin color. It was a factor of whether you had money or if somebody felt like you was weaker than them in some type of area. Baby, this pressure on my knee is so annoying. It's like literally that thing tried to beat my knee in and make me walk crooked. Not walk right, and I almost can't believe it in my right leg. Like, dang, my right leg was affected like that. So I'm trying to learn to function with the left side of my body. But anyway, I woke up with my throat kind of hurting again this morning, so I don't know. I don't know if it's because I done got too comfortable with that fan. I did make my ribs, ginger, garlic, salt, and pepper, but I think something threw it off. I don't know if it was the sake that I put in there and I didn't cook it out good, so I could still taste the alcohol, or I put too much, or it did make the ribs tender now, I will say that. But I'm just gonna have to put like just a different. I didn't put barbecue sauce on it because I'm starting to want to eat ribs with no barbecue sauce. I just want the flavor of the meat. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. They're not terrible. I ate one part of it, but I settled for that Taco Bell, honey. That Taco Bell was not it. Not it at all. And yes, I did do a review, and I specifically told them what wasn't it. And I hope my son got his fix of Taco Bell, because I really don't want to order from them. Unless I'm going there and I'm picking it up myself, I don't want to order from them anymore. Well, another thing, I'm tired of these people complaining about the job like DoorDash, Instacart. This is your job, so guess what? It's going to take some physical labor. You thought you wasn't going to have to do anything? So somebody ordered 87 pizzas or whatever. I guess it was an organization. She said they gave a $50 tip. I think that's fair. She said their order was $1,300, but they gave a $50 tip. She was only going 4 miles away to pick up the pizza and then deliver it. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot. It's a lot of pizzas, but you can carry about 6 to 8 pizzas in one haul. You just have to take you a good little, you know what I'm saying? A couple of about 8 trips or so. It's okay. And so, I don't know, man. I'm tired of hearing them complain about it. She said DoorDash or whoever only gave her $7. Okay, that's DoorDash being cheap, because they do have a lot of fees. But the people are paying for their food. Then they got to pay some kind of service fee, delivery fee, and then they got taxes, and then they got to pay a tip as well. But DoorDash get to pay the bare minimum. I'm just tired of them complaining. Just don't have that as a job if you don't want to pleasantly do it. If it's too much for you, it is not hard to just say, let me decline or let me get out. She said, oh, I accepted it because it was 4 miles away. Well, there you go. You save gas. Guess what? You save gas. You saved on wear and tear. And that's just the kind of people with them mindsets I want to be around, because it's real easy to look at what is going wrong or the negative aspect of it or the con, as opposed to looking at the pros. And I'm trying to do that within myself as well. And like I said, I just want to be around people that, and so that, if that means I don't got to be around anybody, okay. But I just want to be around people that that are content. Like, you got stuff, like I said, in that dream earlier, it was a black BMW. She was getting in the passenger side. I don't know what all that means. I don't know who that was a reference to. It looked like she was just going out somewhere or whatever. And she was just saying a whole lot of queen I'm like, and I knew that was deceptive. When it was that, I was like, okay, this is something else. There's something else going on when people talking about a whole lot of queen-ish in my dream. I'm like, wait. And that's how the enemy is. He's something like that. But you got a car, you got your husband, you got, of course, the grandkids are not biologically yours. What do you want? You eat. She big enough, so you eating good. What else do you want? She said, when I was around her, she seemed like she was at least smart enough to be able to get a little bit of cash flow. But you might, I don't want to call her no dun like that, but she did seem like sometimes a big stupid person. But I didn't feel like she was a fool back then, but now she doing foolish stuff and saying foolish things. So I don't know if she just got a fool's mindset or what, but yeah. Ooh, nah. That thing that happened to my leg, it's not a game, it's not a joke. It's real. I don't like it. I still don't appreciate it, but I'm just thanking God for keeping me in and through it, and giving me quick ways. So I tried to hurry up and get some relief. The night that it happened, I was on Amazon I was on YouTube looking for how I can get relief and how I can treat it and stuff like that. And then I got on I got on Amazon to get the stuff, and I still feel like I may go to the doctor's office, but I don't really want to. Just feeling like not in the mood. But I don't know. It just might have not have been meant for me to ride in the ambulance, and I just have to take a risk of going in maybe a Uber or something like that. But I haven't rode in an Uber or Lyft in so long, and I could take my kids too, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it all unfolds or whatever. But at this point, honey, I'm just like, I don't know. And I'm just saying, Lord, if it's meant for me to go to the hospital and get it, because it's been a week now and it's still putting pressure on my knee, and I'm just really doing stuff to just try to. I got some crutches and stuff, and I'm just doing stuff to try to basically put a band-aid on it. But I'm thinking it's going to heal it. But I did feel God's healing power, trust me, regarding my legs. So I feel like maybe it's just a matter of time, but I don't like this. I'm telling you, today I would have been over there on her. I could have been over. I'm not gonna say I would have, but I could have been over there on her ass. Like, because even if my legs was working, it still gotta go out the door. I gotta try to think about. Let me prepare myself because it's only me and my kids, and if something happens to me, they ain't gonna know what to do. I mean, they will because they got some common sense, but they not gonna specifically directly know exactly what to do. Then of course I had a dream with what's his name in it? Was it yesterday? I think that was a lot of it. Do try to tie back to him or something regarding him. Even when I've had dreams with my daughter in it, and my daughter, it seemed like my daughter wrote his name on my lease and stuff. Like, no, my thing was, honey, my daughter don't got to do me no favors like that. And if when he was here, he didn't want to remain, and he decided to go, bye. Like I said, I was having dreams about separation, but separation do not entail that you go hop up under nobody else and you start having sex, having babies, and this, that, and the third. I didn't do that, so we're not gonna do that. And then if I try to follow your lead, it's definitely, to me, I feel like it would be detrimental to me because I feel like I know better. I don't need to go out here and be spiteful just because I feel like, oh, he doing it. Why can't I? Because for one, you doing that to yourself. Yeah, he doing it and it affects me, my feelings, but he doing that to himself and don't even realize. But yeah, that's not what we finna do. So that's why I'm like, mm-mm. That's why I guess when I heard her say she ain't got nobody, I'm like, are you talking about him? Is it trying to be a message delivered by him that she ain't got nobody but her kids? What? It don't matter. That's my life. It ain't necessarily the life I chose, but it's the life that I'm living because I'm not finna let nobody just do whatever they want to me. I don't give a damn who it is. Don't even know how much stuff that I seemingly let slide before, like getting raped, getting all type of stuff, getting talked to every day, called a B. You don't know what people going through. Getting called a B over and over and over and over. Having to deal with the relatives directly across the street, having to about look like a fool in front of them, never taking me anywhere, never getting, what I'm saying, you showing them that you could be disrespectful, but you ain't showing. I'm not trying to do it for show either, because I get it. Once they see what you got going on, want to either sabotage it or try to see how they can get something of it. But he ain't take me nowhere. He ain't uplift me like that, and maybe behind closed doors, yeah, he did, of course. But at times. But like he said, he give but he take back. So he tried to almost immediately, like he ain't never gave, like take right on back. So basically it wasn't you gave nothing. So I'm just hoping that it ain't got nothing to do with that. Time back, but he took his ass over there trying to involve them or help them, make them see that he was this kind of person. Then you hear them saying, oh, that's what's up. After the very one that said, oh, you can do better, telling me I could do better regarding him. But then when they see him on a truck, see, stuff is done by appearances. That's good that he made it there or whatever, because that's good that he's maintaining a job in this crazy world. Forgive me, Lord, if I'm wrong for calling it crazy, but fallen world. To take care of your kids, because they require money for the most part to take care of your kids, but not because you want the applause and accolades and stuff like that. I hope that's not why you. Oh yeah, that's what's up. Go ahead. And I'm not speaking his name, but yeah, I continue to call him. Oh, what's his name? Go ahead. Oh, what's his name? Whatever. Yeah, they can do all that, and that's how it be. It appears that somebody is operating in greatness, but you don't know what type of stuff they're doing. But then again, he did know, because he was like, oh yeah, you could do better. How you know I could do better? Well, I didn't know exactly what he was talking about. I don't know if they seen when he doused me in gasoline or whatever. I mean, I could say gasoline. It was lighter fluid. Close enough, but yeah. Doused me in lighter fluid near a lit grill. Or what it was, I don't know. But y'all telling me, oh, you can do better. But meanwhile, you saying, oh, all right, man, that's what's up. And I guess two things could be true at the same time. But I ain't like that. That's when I was like, mm-mm. So meanwhile, you telling me I can do better, but then you congratulating him on the job that he got, or whatever. It's fine to encourage people, but then you could have said, all right, man, that's cool that you got a job, but you need to treat your lady a lot better. I probably would have been all right with that. But it's just the fact that I don't even want them in my business, period. Because I wasn't going to tell them about nothing that was going on between me and him. They just wanted to know so damn bad. Like literally people be losing sleep because they want to know about what's going on. Just like the people who want to know about my homeschooling and stuff like that. They losing sleep, baby, about losing their minds. I'm telling you, that's why I just be like, Lord, when is it going to cease? When is it going to stop? When is it going to be over as far as that? I don't be want to say it like that, because I'm like, I'm not trying to say when is this life going to be over, but I really do feel like when is life as I know it is going to be over as far as experiencing that crazy stuff. And it really is hard to try to keep your sanity and stuff like that in a world where you got people that's just doing weirdo stuff like that. Man, damn, keep your weird shit to yourself. I don't want that around me. I don't want that around me. And I be trying to set a certain tone around for myself and my life and stuff like that. I'm not doing that shit with y'all. And then my thing is, even whatever insecurities or whatever I have about myself, I do not spread that to anybody else. Things that I feel about myself, like if my hair not done, I don't never make somebody else feel bad. I would never try to say, "Oh, girl, you looking," you know what I'm saying? Unless I know you like that, and I need to tell you, okay, you need to fix yourself up. But I'm not going to, "Oh, girl, you looking a mess," or whatever, and just try to play on somebody's confidence. I want to encourage people, but now I don't have nobody around me to encourage like that, and I'm fine with it because I need the encouragement. I need God to continue to lift me up, encourage me, and I want to continue to have peace. So what if it's just me and my sons, my kids? I'm glad she said kids, because yeah, she didn't specifically say just my son, but she ain't got nobody but her kids. Okay, good. Thank you, God. I appreciate it. even though I know I have God with me, and then, whoever's at a distance may be praying or whatever. I don't know. It does feel like I don't have anybody but me and my sons, but I don't do that. We all we got. No. But yeah, thankfully I got my kids. Some people don't have none. Some people wombs won't even open up to be able to have kids while you sitting there damn talking, girl. About her mama cursed her or whatever and caused her ovaries to draw up. Okay, that ain't my problem, honey. Take that up with your dead mama. She dead. Go follow her. That's how I feel. So whoever ears this message falls on, it's not being harsh. It's just being realistic. Realistic. For real. It's realistic, and just it's based on the facts of what's been going on. Again, God is the one that knows the absolute truth, but it's definitely based on some high level facts out here. I'm literally sitting outside, been 40 minutes now talking about this at nighttime, because I'm trying to avoid confrontation. And you know what? In another dream from earlier, that's what I was doing. I was in a car I'm telling you, where I did, back in the day, I had baby, that car was used as a battering ram. And, and I was about to drift. But this time it was like I was about to drift into the tail. It was like fishtail or whatever, drift into whatever car she was sitting in. She was talking to somebody. And I don't know what this blue Oldsmobile or Buick represents. That's the kind of car she was sitting in at first. In both of my dreams, she was sitting in the car or getting in the car. But it was about to hit her as I was going out the parking lot. And I was just hoping in the dream, please do not let this hit this person. Don't let it run into their stuff. And it didn't, but it got real, real close. And then I see myself drive on out, but I had like a smirk or a smile on my face, like, girl, you tried it, and I was you was finna get God hanging out the side of that car. If the tail end of that car would have went into hers, she could, you know what I'm saying, you could have died because of the position you were sitting in, doing too damn much. It looked like she talking out the side of the car, gossiping and whatever. I don't know. Who knows? So then in the other dream, she was getting into a black car, which I know cars and car wrecks can mean confrontation or something like that. But she was getting into a black car. BMW, to be specific, because I seen the tags on the back. BMW, of course, I remember, what's his name? He had a BMW. He didn't have a black one, but he had a BMW at point in time. She was just getting in the car or whatever. She was looking fashion, what they say, fashionable. She was looking pretty cute. Hair was done and everything. Had on some black pants, whether they was pleather or leather or something like that. And then she had on that fat yellow big bird feathered looking shirt with feathers around the neck. So it was some specific stuff going on. And so like I said, 2 dreams where it was cars involved, and I don't know what all that means. I didn't wreck, and then even that wreck or whatever, it seemed like it was just out of my control. Like I didn't have no choice but to let my car even spin towards that way. It just somehow it just got out of my control. I didn't do anything or anything like that, and it just spin. That right there speaks volumes and letting know. And I was in a white car, and that lets you know. That's an act of God, baby. That's God. And I've been knowing that this whole time, in and through it. But sometimes I tend to forget, like, Lord, okay, now, I know that it was you. I want to say, Lord, it was you who initiated, who started it. Now, you done been the initiator. Now, how you gonna finish it? Because they've been bothering, I feel like they've been beating up on me, not physically, of course, but just trying to bully me and beat me down and stuff like that this whole time. Ever since a damn tree limb from my tree over here in this yard fell on that fence. And he's like, all right now. And saying some crazy stuff. I said, that's an act of God. Get out of my face. Oh, I'm tired of your theories and this and theories. Boy, so you saying I came out here, made the limb break off the tree and put that on your fence, or I did some kind of magic or voodoo in it. For what? For what? And that just pissed me off, like stupid shit like that. Like, bye. Dismiss yourself. Because I don't care about stuff like that. But then I started paying attention to stuff like that. Like, okay, y'all want to do this? I don't like the, you can be petty, I can be petty. So I'm not being petty, but I am paying attention to details for the right reasons. And that's when I started noticing, okay, there's something else going on, something trying to be covered up and all that. And let God expose, continue to expose it, really. And He knows how to correct it, rebuke it, bind it, all that. Satan, the Lord, rebuke you. Even again, I'm just going back to when I felt that healing power in my leg, a day or two ago. And that's why I'm like, I'm feeling this power. I'm feeling God's power, His presence, and everything. And y'all want to try to mess with me? And that's what it was before. You don't want me to be an effective witness for people. Don't want people to look at me, oh, she's not a woman of God. She's not. I don't care what y'all think. It's what I know. It's what God put on the inside of me. And then for y'all to try to cause somebody else to stumble or either to look away from me or you feeling inferior for some reason because you got everything materialistic you want in life, but you're still empty, you're still vain. That's on you. So you try to sabotage somebody else, or you try to say, look at me, I can do this to her and I can get whatever it is with her. Now, I feel like somebody have really tried to do that with me, especially, it was, what's his name, as far as trying to switch lives and like do that Freaky Friday. You hear that ring? But yeah, do that Freaky Friday type of stuff and all that. Try to switch with me. Why? Why do you want to be me? Why can't you be yourself with me? But yeah, why can't you be yourself with me? I want to be myself with you. I don't want to be you. Now, I understand you be up close and personal with somebody, you start having similarities and kind of acting like that person sometimes. But I do not want to be you. That's why when he said that I wanted to be my previously known so-called mom, I'm like, what? I don't want to be her. Maybe I did want to be like her. I was her daughter, so I'm looking up to her. And she told me, I want y'all to be better. That's what she said. Now, that's what her mouth said. Now, as far as after a while, her actions, I don't know what she started feeling. But anyway, that rain sounds amazing. I might sit out here for a little while longer just because it sounds amazing. It's soothing. It's natural. It's real rain. you know. These people get on my nerves, and someone will say, well, they ain't wired. But somebody asked me literally, well, why everybody else? Why is everybody else bothering you and you ain't looking at yourself? I had to think about that. Like, let me check. Let me examine myself. The Bible do say examine yourself. This was in my younger days. He was like, well, you got a problem with this person, this person, this person. And, that was realistic. Then turn around, that person was like, girl, F you. I thought that you was trying to be therapeutic and help. But then next thing I know, this girl F you and all that. And I'm like, again, without a cause, like, what did I do to you? Never did nothing to you. So definitely be wanting people still want her, that person held accountable with their mouth towards me. Like, why would you do that? What did I do to you? But that goes back to the fact that what I feel, her biological dad, which is of course my previously known biological granddad, had got, before he met her mama, he had my mom, which is her sister. I can't change that. Don't take that up with me. So if you got a problem with her or if you got a problem with him, you take that up with him or her, not me. And that's what people tend to do. That's what I said. If they really don't like you somewhere on the inside, they'll try to take that shit up with your kids or somebody else close to you. And after that, I ain't really talked to her no more. I distanced myself from them, and I still had the love for these people. But I had to look. That's why I'm like, let me consider what you're saying. Maybe, okay, it's me. It seems like it's me who having the problem with everybody. Let me just go ahead and consider. And then I looked, and I'm like, but look how you cutting the damn food. I mean, going off getting pregnant by a married dude. And I wasn't condemning her. I did look like, that's kind of crazy, girl. But I think I already knew, because they supposed to be a PK, a preacher kid on both sides, so they say. I already knew how they get down, like, since I was young at this point, because they tried to initiate me into it. So, I'm not really surprised, and I don't feel like you can't get delivered even from that situation. But don't come out your mouth to me sideways and because your daddy got somebody else pregnant, and I was basically the product of that lady. Basically your mom is not my mom. That's a whole nother. That's the thing with that too. The ones that live next door, that grandma will never be their grandma. Whoever the other grandma is will be the real grandma to she's the real grandma to them grandkids, and she would be the real grandma to if they had children. To the great grandma, whatever. She will never be able to truly share that with her with them. So that's why I say these blended families is not all that they cracked up to be. I did believe and feel like, okay, stepdads are biblical because Joseph, but the way God did that back then, people may be trying to recreate that and it's not working out. Y'all trying to get stepdads and stepmoms when really y'all need to stay with the ones that y'all was with to begin with. Me personally, I don't want to stay with the ones that I had a child with to begin with because, I mean, I just can see clearer now that I should have just been friends with that person, or if that, I should have been some type of associate or whatever. But yeah, well, literally, it's going on an hour that I've been sitting out here and I've been just peaceful, and I just wanted to talk and speak my piece, I guess, on this audio video, so that way, what they say, you live to I'm not trying to really fight another day. When I fight, I want it to be, that's it, baby. But you live to, at least sort it out another day and didn't go to jail today. I don't want to go to jail tomorrow either. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I want to do. I feel like sometimes I'm already in a jail cell because I'm basically like confined to the house. But hey, I'd definitely rather be on house arrest than to be in somebody's jail cell walls. I'd rather be somewhere where I can be comfortable. So I try not to complain about it, but yeah, I just had to kind of get that out of me and off of me. I'm not trying to transfer it to anybody else because, again, shoot, my videos, some are private, some are public. Who knows when somebody will hear it? It could be 10 years from now. This is March the 28th, 2023, honey. It could be 2033 before somebody even tune their ears to what I got to say. Because I'm not even trying to put it out there like that. And I don't be trying to put negativity out there like that. I don't like misery. And if I was feeling miserable, I don't be wanting company. But at this point now, I do feel like, dang, it would be nice to have somebody there during the times when I'm feeling down. But I don't know if I'm telling you, I don't know if she was saying that to say, girl, don't never speak on, what's his name behalf if that's the case. She ain't got nobody. Who you talking about? Who am I supposed to have? Because kids grow up and they supposed to leave their parents' house. I mean, granted, for females, they should possibly be getting married. But you grow up in the world we live in, they want you to chase a bag, they want you to grind, and go to college and all that, and leave your parents' house. But really, you don't really, now I'm realizing you don't really have to do all that. You can be at peace and live and thrive with your family for for your whole life and continue to build and establish. But I did the part of leaving their house. I'm not under their roof and stuff like that. No parents, you know what I'm saying? Now, or have they contributed to providing for me since I've been out? I feel like they definitely poured into. But who am I supposed to be having? Because I know you're not talking about no abusive ass nigga. No verbally abusive and then trying to be subtly physically abusive. Because he will pinch me and stuff like that. You think you finna be just pinching, breaking my skin and stuff, and I'm not going because that looks like it don't leave that big of a mark, then I'm not going like I said earlier, knock the hell out of you, or worse, knock you upside your head with an iron, knock you upside your whatever is in my hand at the time, or whatever's near me. That's what's gonna be right there upside your damn head. And that might be the end of you because you just tried to pinch somebody. Instead of you just controlling yourself, your little impulses. So no, I know ain't nobody talking about no disrespectful. And like I said in that dream yesterday, he was kissing me and stuff like that. I don't give a damn. I don't got nothing for you. I guess his mail's still in my mailbox. I don't want it. Y'all take it back. Or if it's in there for after a week, baby, it needs to go in the shredder or something. Same type of male that been coming here for years. He ain't sorted out his stuff as far as that's concerned or nothing. I don't want that around me. I don't want that around me. I don't want let him call it come to amends. I don't want to do none of that with him. I want to forgive and I want to keep moving forward with my life, and I want something better for my life because I feel like I have changed my ways. I'm doing something different, and also you left and went elsewhere. So I don't want nobody else's man or husband or situation. I do want who's for me, and I'm gonna just be real. Even if that man is with, could be with somebody else at this moment or in some kind of situation, I pray that God help him to leave and get away from it. And or we link up if that's the case. Cause I'm not even pressed about that. Like, to be honest, I'm not pressed. I do have a desire, but I'm not pressed because I barely have been enjoying. So it's like, y'all don't need to care to want to see me be with somebody because the stuff that people went through, the measures that people went through to try to sabotage what was already going on. Y'all didn't try to encourage what I already had going on. And I mean, y'all can't make him do anything or be a good person or be a good boy or whatever. But you ain't finna be. I didn't welcome y'all to get in my business and try to control anything. And he did. He went over there and took some clothes over there. I'm like, boy, why would you do that? And then when it turned out that me and them people was getting into it or going back and forth, it's like he found some type of satisfaction in it. And I feel like it's because one time when he was cooking on the grill, could have been the day when he doused the stuff on me. He was cooking on the grill. He offered them some food. They didn't want nothing. He might have felt a type of way, felt like rejected or whatever. Man, so what? They don't want nothing. They don't want it. But it wasn't me. They don't need to take their shit up with me. And he don't need to take his damn rejection up. That he could talk to me about it if that was the case, and I would tell you, don't worry about them. Don't even feed into it. It'd be all right. I could encourage him, but shit. But I don't know if that's the case. But it could have been, because people be doing stuff like that. But I don't know. It seemed like he got some satisfaction because he started in 2019 talking about your neighbors still don't like you, or you still don't like your neighbor. Something. I think he said your neighbors still don't like you. Asking about that, like, you ain't even been here 2017, basically all of 2018 and a lot of 2009. You ain't been around here. Why are you talking about that? When somebody not around, when somebody asking you about something that they ain't even really a part of, they asking for a reason. So that's y'all asses conspiring, and this is me continuing to submit it to God, speaking it on here, but submitting it to God that y'all be dealt with. And I'm telling y'all, be feeling like, let them be dealt with in the manner that they have dealt with me. The Bible says, judge not lest you be judged, and with the measure you use to judge, that's what's going to be meted to you. Meet it back to their asses. That's how I feel. I ain't feeling like the ones that said, Lord, forgive them because they know not they do, or, no. Burn their asses up. Burn their backsides up. Because I've seen it happen before. Shit, it didn't happen to me. And I'm not sitting here saying, oh, because it happened to me, it needs to happen. No. At this point, though, because y'all continue to, what they say, y'all don't think fat meat is greasy. It's going to be slipping and sliding, baby. So, let me tell you something. Anyway, I just don't want nobody to give me no reason to turn up on them. To turn all the way up on them. But this been an hour I've been talking. I usually don't go in like this, but this was the time when I was able to just to come out here quietly and peacefully with no evil eyes laying, watching me and stuff like that, or trying to start something with me. Just basically, like, you trying to punish me for having cameras on the side of my house. I can have cameras at my residence. I can do. This is where I reside. Y'all not finna intimidate me and stop me from doing nothing. I'm leaving them right up. I'm not finna do that now. I don't be looking at them like I used to, which is, to me, it's a good thing. It keeps me at peace because I wasn't putting them up to just watch every damn thing y'all do. I don't care about y'all that much. I don't care about y'all really none. But I'm watching it to watch out for my children if they outside playing, and to watch out for my household when I deem or feel like it's necessary because this is where I reside, whether y'all like it or not. Like I said, it was acts of God that, kind of got me to this place right here. I trust the full power and more acts of God to continue to see me through. This rain is really, soothing rain is really indicating, you know, He's present. He's here. So I'm not going to worry about it. Even though the enemy tried to send an attack to my house and my leg, like, crazy. But yeah. So y'all do y'all, boo. Just leave me, just steer clear of me. Something about I'm not gonna ruin their life. I don't care about their life, honey. Y'all ruining their life. For one, they need to be with their parents. Y'all need to put the responsibility on their parents, if you ask me. But y'all as grandparents are taking care of somebody else's whole ass kids. These are not even young kids. I don't know the reasons why they're down here. They not with their mom. They not with y'all. Not their parents. So that already shows for even though my daughter is not here, she's with another, at least so-called parent. Biological, by biological, but, but what? Miss me with that foolishness. And he even said out his mouth, that's my son. That is not your son, that's your grandson. So it's like he wished that maybe he wished he had that chance with his son that he's now trying to take with his grandson, and he still ain't. If you ask me, he still ain't doing right. I can almost say they ain't doing wrong by them kids, but no, baby, you teaching them certain stuff that causes them to stumble. You being a stumbling block to them, you are messing them up. You messing them up for life, and these are the years too where they definitely impressionable and all of that. And if I was them kids, honestly, I would just get tired of even hearing about that stuff. But it's, to me, she eggs them kids on. He eggs her husband eggs her on, and then of course they get the kids riled up. But no weapon formed against me shall prosper. No weapon formed against me, my household, my children shall prosper. Even though my daughter is elsewhere. Bind and rebuke, sent back to the enemy, sent back to the owner, the one who owns that thing and tried to send it out. Bye. Trying to debate whether I want them to bring my umbrella, but anyway, all right, it's been an hour and 2 minutes. I'm gone for now, but let's end saying this. So God be all the glory. There's a man who always says, "Be at peace." That's what peace be still. Even though, there's a deceased female who would quote that I didn't like, and she was definitely being chaotic and doing some other stuff. I'm not above speaking. I don't even know if they storms, but it is just some type of chaos and confusion trying to be stirred up and trying to disturb me. So God is on the throne. I leave it in His hands. I submit my mind, will, and emotions. Let Him pour into me, pour into my spirit, pour into my soul, pour into the complete and total essence of me, every part of my being. And help me, whether that means I just keep rising above it, ignoring stuff, and letting it play out and unfold. Because that's at this point, I'm 36 years old. You think I'm going to go back and forth with y'all? No, I'm either going to knock you upside your motherfucking head for for that to be the end all be all. Or, yeah, well, I can't. I'm not dealing with it. I'm finna do that. I don't know how many more years I got to live, 5, 10, 15, 20, however many, but I don't want to live it doing that with some damn badass, sad ass neighbors. Like, y'all really are going out sad for the most part, but it's turning into bad. Because look at you. I mean, look at the measures you're going through to speak to my camera. You have not knocked on my door, said, "Hey, how you doing? Can I speak to you for a minute?" Respectfully. Not that I would open my door at this point in time because of all the stuff you did, but you ain't sat down and wrote me a letter. You ain't, you ain't respectfully said shit. Ain't hit me on a Facebook message, nothing. But even come to my door and speak to the camera, respect, no. And you was 30-something years older than me, 20 to 30-something years older than me. You're not carrying yourself like a lady, like a, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's destructive. So self-destruct. Destruct. But anyway.